Hello everybody and welcome to the October 2021 update from Clydebridge station. Much earlier this month the update because of an idea that I've come up with to improve the shopping centre over there, but we'll talk about that later on. Short update, a couple of things that you're going to see on the layout that has been done. One new arrival in terms of a physical thing, one new addition to the layout that's very unusual. Now if you like what you see, I hope it inspires you to build your own model railway layout as well, and we've also got other layouts that you can have a look at as well. The usual ones I always mention to you, which are Dean Park Station and Everard Junction, who are the two main influencers for my layout. We're all set in the same era, the late 80s, early 90s British rail sectorisation era. And how about giving Dudley Central a quick check out too, as well as Network South East Latchmere. Now the latter I believe is only on Twitter, but Dudley Central is on Instagram and Twitter, so give them a check out too. And given the fact that it's the rugby union season, why not give a check out to my mate on Twitter, and Nick Mullins. That's at and Nick Mullins. Give him a wee check out too. And let's get on with the first of the new additions to the layout this month. Now I must first of all give thanks once again to everybody who expressed their condolences to me after my mum passed away in August. Mum's funeral took place in September at Kirkcaldy Crematorium, and after I got her ashes back, I spread some of the ashes up at my grand's grave and in the back garden alongside my dad's ashes at both locations, and also in the greenhouse. Again, that's where my dad's ashes are as well. Mum originally came from Lanarkshire, and when in 2017 she was trying to find out if she still had any family in the Steps area, because that's the area that my mum comes from originally. She always remembered going to a property at a street in Steps. Eventually, after doing some inquiries in the town and going along that street, we did finally find that my mum did have some relatives still in Steps, and I actually have now got an auntie and a cousin in Steps, as well as an auntie and uncle in Greater Manchester as well. That's actually one of the reasons why this layout is set in Lanarkshire. So a lot of Mum's ashes were spread at my auntie's back garden in Steps. That means that Mum's more or less back home now. But I've also decided to pay a little tribute to Mum by putting some of her ashes here on the layout. And you'll actually see that I've put a little fence around it too. It's a wee Hornby fence, just to keep it separate. And I've got her ashes there, as well as a little wee memorial plaque that I've made up myself. I know it's very unusual to do that sort of thing, but Mum was a part of my life for 42 years. And believe it or not, when I had my old layout in here with the old Hornby track and all the analogue stuff and it wasn't working, it was Mum that suggested I should start it all over again using the digital system. That's what I went and done, and as you can see, that's what Clydebridge is. So it's perhaps appropriate that Mum should be a part of the layout. Somebody suggested in one of the forums that I should maybe get a couple of flowers, scale model scenery flowers to put on there. And I will be doing that in the future. So that, as I say, it's very unusual, but at least what it means is that when I'm down here at the layout, Mum's down here with me as well. I just feel it's right that she's part of the layout. Now, if you're actually interested in sharing ideas or getting help on model railways, the Scale Model Scenery Company has actually got its own community, and I've put the link to the description, the link to the club in the description, so you can have a check out of it. There's a free section and there's a paid section. I'm actually in the free section, so have a check out of that and see what you think of it. There's many different ideas there, and I'm sure they would almost certainly welcome you into the community. While you're actually at it, here on YouTube, check out a gentleman called Ryan Swain from Malton in Yorkshire. Bus enthusiasts will know that as the town where Yorkshire Coastliner Buses has its head office. Swain's World is the name of his YouTube channel. Go and check Ryan Swain out and get him back onto model railways. Please check out my Blythe MP, West Blythe MPD, I'll get it right, West Blythe MPD, and also Barnabas Junction. Give them a check out, and also if you're in Scotland, check out Waverley West. They're all here on YouTube. And now let's talk about that other arrival. In fact, it's arriving just now. As you'll all be well aware, I've had a couple of troublesome locos on the layout over the 4 years I've had this, and 47834 Firefly was one of those troublesome locos. The BR Blue Bachmann Shunter is another one. I was very fortunate to find this example here on eBay recently, and I bought it, and it was DCC fitted. You've actually just seen it running on the layout. So the old Firefly I put on eBay and made very clear what the problems were with it. Namely, it's very jerky decoder, and also the derailing when it went round curves due to what appears to be a slightly twisted chassis. This one, as you can see, has none of those problems. And like the one I sold, it's got the white wheels on it, which I do like. I know some people don't like it, but I'm not weathering my locomotives anyway. Only issue that I've got with it is that the tail lights at one end don't work, but look, I'm not fussed about that. This is not an exhibition standard layout, so I think I can get away with that. I'm not fussed at all. The machine as well has the Intercity Swallow livery and the name Firefly on it, and this in my opinion is the best livery a 47's ever carried. Sprung buffers of course as usual, and as I say, she goes very well. So it means that we're actually back up again to 15 class 47's, and she is, in terms of numbering, the second highest numbered 47 on my layout, 47835 Windsor Castle being the highest. Now, one other thing to actually point out, and I'm just going to move the camera a little bit there so you can see 47550 University of Dundee. So it just gives you a sort of contrast between what was BR mainline livery and what became Intercity Swallow livery. So I'm very pleased to say that she is working absolutely fine, and I've left feedback on eBay with the person I bought it from. The old 47834 was sold to somebody who lives in Devon, and it's quite appropriate that it should be in Great Western Railway territory, because obviously The Firefly class of steam locomotive was a broad gauge loco that was introduced by the Great Western Railway, hence the naming of this machine in 1985 when it was 47609. Now, there's one more job that I'm going to go and tell you about, so we'll swing the camera around and we'll have a look at that. Now, this is what's going to be done next and should form part of the next video. The Commonwealth Shopping Centre. Now, I know that this isn't ideal, it's not good at all, so what's going to happen is I'm going to be removing these are actually just slate panels from walls, and I've painted them in a brushed gold colour. What's going to happen is this is going to come off, well, as well the balsa wood, and I'm going to try and stick a piece of grey board from Scale Model Scenery on there. That grey board will already be detailed with a couple of shop names on it, and then this is going to get replaced with a wall at the front with big windows in to try and emphasise perhaps a two-tier shopping centre. We'll then have a wall coming out here and coming along here and a roof there to try and emphasise the shopping centre better. Now, I've got two options here. No, I've got three options here, in fact. Number one, the wall of the shopping centre comes just to here, the external wall, and then we have the additional bit here. That's the first option. The second option is that the wall of the shopping centre goes along here, but then it comes out slightly at an angle here. Rather than coming at an angle there, it comes out at a much smoother angle. The third option is to bring the whole shopping centre out to here, meaning it would be partly over the track like that. It would need supports put underneath. Now, that's my three options that I'm going to consider. What I do know is going to be the same in all three options is that the shopping centre bit will be at the back there. The shops on it. That is the only thing that's going to be the same in all three things. So let me know what you think. Option 1, boundary wall of the shopping centre there on right angle. Option 2, boundary wall of the shopping centre to about here and then coming at an angle to meet this. Option 3, boundary wall of the shopping centre flush with this here, going along and in, with it partly there for over the track and probably supports underneath. Please let me know what you think, and Justin at Scale Model Scenery, you'll be getting an order from me soon for some brickwork, so we can get this underway, and that'll then form the centrepiece of the next video, all being well. So that's the end of this October update from Clydebridge Station. So you now know what the next video is going to be, and all being well, it'll be recorded at some time in late October, early November. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I thank you very much for watching. Please check out all the other layouts and all the other people have suggested to you as well. And oh, I'll give one other person a mention as well while I mind. Horny Dinosaur. Check him out on Twitter at Horny Hotel Oscar Romeo November Igloo Echo Dinosaur. He's a mascot with LNER. Go and check him out. But that really is all for this month now from Clydebridge Station. So all it remains for me to do is to thank you very much indeed for watching, and please take care of yourselves and enjoy your railways. We'll see you soon. Goodbye for now.